breast or bottle or both. A recent national poll of U.S. mothers with children under 12 months showed what moms really have to say on this topic. According to the survey, the vast majority, 82%, breastfed at some point during the first year. However, over half the moms changed their baby's diet during the first year. Anna Greenberg from Greenberg Quinlan Rossner Research, the firm that conducted the national poll, sheds light on the findings.
Well, moms know that breastfeeding is healthiest for themselves and for their babies. The problem is once you leave the hospital, it just becomes much more challenging and complex to balance work and family, or sometimes even having an adequate milk supply. So moms want to know they have the option of breastfeeding or formula or using both.
New initiatives which attempt to boost breastfeeding rates in hospitals by restricting information on baby formula could keep many new moms in the dark and put their babies at risk.
Moms are nearly unanimous that infant formula is safe and healthy. It provides flexibility and choice.
Elizabeth Battolino Cahill, a registered nurse and executive director of Healthy Women, an organization which provides information to women on women's health topics.
The survey did provide some really good insight on the whole breastfeeding topic. There are moms that just cannot produce enough milk, and for those moms, the only other option is to feed the baby formula. That means the mom can try to breastfeed and then supplement the baby with formula. That's perfectly fine. The baby's getting best of both worlds. And for those moms that have to return to the workplace quickly, within 2 weeks to 6 weeks, you know, the whole idea of flexibility and support is really important too. So again, that's why women need options. They need to understand their choices, they need to educate themselves, and they need to talk to their healthcare provider.
This time around with my baby, things are a little bit different. I'm older, I've got teenagers, so I felt like a combination of breastfeeding and formula feeding made the most sense. It fit in with our lifestyle. My kids are able to help with feeding as well as my husband, and it just seemed to make the most sense.
Moms know what is healthiest for their baby, but they also know that infant feeding decisions are complex. They want to have complete information, and they want to be fully supported in the choice that they make.
Mothers reported that the government could help increase breastfeeding rates by guaranteeing paid or longer maternity leave, offering more assistance through healthcare professionals, supporting breastfeeding in the workplace, and providing access to a breast pump.
Women need to educate themselves and should be supported no matter what decision she makes, whether it's breastfeeding or to give her baby formula. They're both good choices, and it's up to us as healthcare providers, family, friends to support the mom's decision.
You know, I feel like my baby's healthy and happy and thriving and wonderful, and it's due in part to formula feeding. I think that both things have worked for us, and my baby is proof that that's the fact.